Hello friends, hello everyone. I'm Miss Claire and welcome to this week's online story time. This week I brought a few new friends. You see them over here? I brought a few mice. This week we're going to read a story about a mouse that needs a new house. The book is called A New House for Mouse and it was written by Peter Horacek. One day, little mouse looked out of the tiny hole where she lived, and she saw a big apple. I would like that apple to eat, said little mouse. I must bring it inside. She tried and tried, but she couldn't pull the apple through the tiny hole. My house is too small. I'll look for a bigger one. And so, off she set. Looking for a new house makes you hungry, said the little mouse. So she took a few bites. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Then she spotted a hole that was just a little bigger than hers. This looks just right, she said, and she went to look inside. Hello, Mole. Hello. I need a bigger house for my apple and me. May I live with you, please? I'm sorry, mumbled Mole, but my home is already full of books. I don't think there's any room for the both of us. I'll keep looking, said the little mouse. Soon the little mouse felt hungry again. I'll just have a little nibble, she said to herself. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Then she spotted a hole that was just a little bigger than Mole's. That will be perfect, she said, and she went to look inside. Hello, Rabbit. I'm looking for a bigger house for my apple and me. May I live here with you, please? She said. I'm sorry, but my home is too full of cabbage. I don't think there's any room for the both of us. Perhaps not. She went to look for another house. The little mouse set off again, but she was still hungry, and so she nibbled. Then she spotted a hole that was just a little bigger than Rabbit's. That would be just right, she said, and she went to look inside. Hello, Badger, she said. I am looking for a new home for my apple and me. May I come and live with you, please? I'm sorry, barked Badger, but I stretch out on my cushions all day, sleeping. I don't think there's any room for the both of us. Perhaps not, said the little mouse. Feeling rather tired and still hungry, she went away and she nibbled on the apple once again. That evening, she came across an enormous hole. This must be big enough for my apple and me, she thought. Hello, is anyone here? She shouted. Hello, little mouse, growled Peter. Why don't you come inside and live with me? No, thank you. I think the cave is too small for you and my apple and me and oh dear, off she ran. Little Mouse was very tired and a bit hungry, so she nibbled in. Pulling the apple seemed easier now. Suddenly, she saw a tiny hole. That looks perfect, she squeaked, and she looked inside. There was no one at home. Little Mouse went right in and pulled her apple behind her. It fit perfectly. I knew I would find somewhere just right for both me and my apple, she said. She climbed into her own bed and fell fast asleep. I hope you enjoyed our story, A New House for Mouse by Peter Horacek. As an extension for this story, A New House for Mouse, I encourage you to collect all the recycled boxes we have at home these days from all the deliveries and let your children use them as jumbo blocks to build a big house for themselves. Be careful of safety hazards, staples, and pieces of tape that children might swallow. In order for the jumbo blocks to be usable, I advise you to tape the boxes back shut. Older children might want to decorate their own jumbo blocks house with markers. Have fun! I'll see you all next week for a brand new story. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye.